Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well. This video is being sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home shirt that inspired this season's home kit, the 1980 FA Cup final Trevor Brooking shirt that inspired this season's away kit, and also there's the Boys of 86 in there. There's also the Paolo Di Canio 99 to 2000 home and away strips in there as well. There's also Admiral and Umbro West Ham colour inspired track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the commissions that the channel would normally get from this affiliate link will be going directly to Isla's Fight. So guys, let's crack straight on with it. 9:05 or just after 9 o'clock on Saturday night, it was announced that Pellegrini has been sacked with immediate effect after the 2-1 loss to Leicester at home. So we're going to do a combination of two videos in one tonight, guys. I'm not going to do the graphics. Not talking about this. I'll talk about the starting lineup, which was basically Fabianski returning. We had Fredericks in goal, with Diop and Balbuena making up the centre-back pairing, with Arthur Masuaku at the left-back. Very, very controversial decision by the now former West Ham manager Pellegrini by having Sanchez along with Rice as the holding midfielders. We had Anderson out on the right, Fornals out on the left, Lanzini in the centre mid, and Allaire up front. Guys, I don't know why, but I am very, very happy reading the news that Pellegrini has gone. Kudos to the West Ham owners for that. The only time where you will ever see me raise my glass to him, even though it's just water. The best decision. We were not exactly the worst today, but we weren't exactly the best either. Fabianski makes a fantastic penalty save to keep it at 0-0, but unfortunately we then did concede from a stupid header from Masuaku, which went straight to their players, and whoever the fuck it was scored the first one. Pablo Fornals got on the score sheet, whatever the time was, and it was a great finish from him. Absolutely brilliant. I'm so happy for the lad. The boy has really worked his arse off the last few games, and today he got his goal and absolutely deserved it 100%. And we went in at 1-0, at 1-1, I should say, at half time. Happy with that. Very, very happy with that. And then the second half comes out, and then basically Damari Gray scores and puts the game to bed at 2-1. That's the very, very short highlight, because the more important thing to talk about is the fact that Pellegrini has been sacked. Now, this, as I said, is a very, very good move from the West Ham owners. Now, I don't like to see anybody sacked. I've said that numerous times to Nikki, and I've said that on this video as well, Nikki at West Ham Fan TV. I don't, even we're having a bit of a tongue-in-cheek with him in my fan can as well, for that matter, saying that is New Year's Day going to be the renaissance into the next decade, and there's a good, very, very good chance that's going to be the case now that Pellegrini has been sacked with immediate effect. There was nothing that I saw at this point to say who is going to be taking over, if whoever is going to be on an interim basis, if it's going to be Moyes again, who's very, very heavily linked, because apparently him and David Sullivan are still very good friends. But we'll see what happens on that, from that side of things, and I'll keep you guys updated as soon as I get anything through. Come through, I should say. But am I sad to see Pellegrini go? Yes and no. Yes, because I maintained that if he had better players, more coordinated players, he would have had a better chance at West Ham, 100%. But no, because he's brought it on himself by making these ridiculous positional changes. Not changing to how the game plays, which is the way that we were critical of Moyes, which is the way we were critical of Allardyce, which is the way we were critical of Bilic, which is a way. Do you know what I mean? It's the same West Ham tactics day in, day out, week in, week out. Very, very happy that he's gone, because we can now. I can't say we can rest, because we can't rest, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done behind the scenes, and there's not much time for that to happen either, for that matter. We're on Saturday at the minute as it's time of recording, so we've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then we're in on the New Year's Day, so 4 days. Whoever's going to be in charge of the West Ham team have got 4 days to try and turn this around. It's not going to happen. But a very, very good, very, very interesting question was put by the Hammers Polls guys in the chat when I spread the news that Pellegrini been sacked. Will Eddie Howe be able to leave the London Stadium on New Year's Day? Of course, everything's going to ride on that result, but very, very happy to say that Pellegrini's been sacked. From one point of view, as I say, because it's been awful football. I've been saying over the last few weeks he has to go, and they've finally shown some balls and done it. But this is the thing: who is going to come in to replace him? Guys, put your comments in the comment section below. I just want to say thank you very much to everybody that signed up over the last day or so. We're now on 1,052 subscribers. So yeah, 1,252 subscribers. So thank you very much for that, guys. By all means, keep spreading the love, and thank you very much to, I can't remember his name, and apologies, the geezer from Thailand who came and talked to me while I was waiting to speak to Nikki at West Ham Fan TV. So good to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you and your wife. And it was very, very nice to know how emotional she was going to the game for the very first time, going to the London Stadium for the very first time. But as I say, this, guys, I'm lost. I am legitimately lost for words for how good news and how elated I feel. I honestly feel like I've broken up with my ex all over again. You know, we've making the best of a bad situation is the fact that we've got I'm hoping there is a very, very bright cloud and blue light at the end of this tunnel, because we are still 1 point away from relegation. Some good moments in the game, as I've mentioned earlier before. I've just come back to it now. I've relaxed a little bit. Anderson had arguably the best game he's had this season. Not that much comparison. Masuaku has to be out on the wing, as I said in the preview. What else? Balboin and Diop, I don't know what the hell they were playing at today. Fredericks was pretty much, I don't remember seeing them on the pitch, if I'm completely honest. Likewise with Lanzini until the 33rd, 34th minute, didn't even know he was there. Rice had a good game. Sanchez, do me jog on, son. I know you're a bad player and you've not had much time in the season, but jog on. You don't deserve to be at West Ham. Not many of the players out there did at the moment. Controversial moment of the game, taking Allaire off and bringing Antonio on 8 minutes into the second half. 100%. Why VAR wanted to check that penalty for possible encroachment? I mean, guys, if anybody from the FA or the Premier League is watching, which I highly doubt, what the flying fuck does material impingement mean? It said no material impingement. Well, the fuck does that mean? That's the reason why. That's the reason why the penalty didn't have to be retaken. It's ridiculous. Stupid. But anyway, guys, I honestly do feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I'm sure a lot of you are feeling exactly the same. I'm yet to see what West Ham Fan TV have got to say. I'm yet to see what Hammers Chat and everybody else has got to say. But yeah, I am honestly elated by this. I feel bad for saying it, but I legitimately am happy that Pellegrini has been sacked. I can't get over that fact. We go into the new year with hopefully a bit more optimism and hopefully some decent football as well, because it's been Allardyce style ignorance and just stubbornness, and even his interviews. I've said to Steve during the game, I've stopped watching his post and pre-match interviews now, because he just says the same bullshit. He said a load of bollocks over in after the Palace game. He said he doesn't remember Roberto making a save. Jog on. He doesn't remember. I honestly thought he was told at Palace. I really do. So look, that's why it's come out within an hour and a half of the game finishing. Yeah, pretty much an hour and a half. The fact that his bags were already packed, I reckon. But guys, thank you very much for your time. I know this is short. I know this is quick. But thank you very much for all your support over the last 12 months, and more specifically over this month. I really hope you guys are enjoying the 12 days of a West Ham Christmas. Tomorrow's content is done by Marshy from West Ham Fan TV. That's going up at midday tomorrow, or Sunday, or today, depending on when you're watching this. But it's about my top 5 West Ham songs that we sing. You actually get me to hear me play and the guitar and sing at the same time, so that in itself should be one to watch out for. But guys, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night or Sunday, depending on when you're watching this. But yeah, thanks guys, and I will see you very, very soon.